Alright guys, just showing you the base practical for the yeast respiration. This is what your basis is going to be that you're going to apply changes to. So firstly, what you need to do is mostly fill up this beaker, the large beaker, with water. The slowest tap in the world. So it really doesn't matter where you fill this up to. Just get it close to the top, because all it is doing is capturing gas for you. Okay, now I'm going to mostly fill up this measuring cylinder with water once again. You just want to mostly fill it up because all it's doing is capturing gas for you. You're doing an airtight seal made out of water, basically. So some people have like coordination issues, and I wasn't very good at this morning. You can see how wet the paper is. Okay, this is possibly the hardest part of this practical. You need to flip that measuring cylinder upside down into the water without losing it all. Okay, and so hopefully if you do that correctly, that measuring cylinder is going to be partially full of water. You're not trying to just pour the water from the measuring cylinder into the beaker. You're trying to capture it very quickly. So I'm going to try to do that. If I stuff it up, I'm going to start again. You can laugh at me. Okay? Okay. Hopefully you can see in the video, is that measuring cylinder partially full? Okay? You can see there. So that's captured. What is in that bubble up there? That's air. Okay? And you're going to be adding gases to it later. So now you set up a tripod. And what you'll notice as well is that as long as you don't get the lip of that measuring cylinder over the surface of the water, it's going to stay like that. So I'm going to try to be careful. And you can laugh at me again if I stuff it up. I'm going to try to sit it like that. Okay? So that is the base setup of your practical. You've captured some gas there. You're going to add more to it. So we haven't reacted anything yet. This is just how we're going to measure the production of something. Okay? So the next thing that we're going to do is I need some hot water. So I'm going to walk all the way over here. How much hot water do I need according to your practical? Now this is a demo, so I've just gotten hot water from the tap. It is much higher than 30 degrees, and I'm not going to measure it to 15. I'm also not going to use a thermometer to measure it. Basically, I'm doing a very poorly controlled practical because all I'm showing you is the base. You're getting marked on how well you control it. So if you were doing the practical for yourself, would you use a thermometer to measure the temperature of the water? Why is it 30 degrees? Because if it's too hot, you're going to kill the yeast. If it's too cold, the yeast aren't going to be awake enough to produce any gas. Okay? So this is for demo purposes only. So I've got water in there. Your practical tells you, when do you put the sugar and the yeast in? Does it tell you to put the sugar and the yeast in one step? Yeah? I'm going to recommend to you that you put the sugar in first. So I'm going to put 1 scoop of sugar in, flat. I've got a funnel here. I'm going to put the sugar in first, and then I'm going to dissolve it first. Could anyone suggest why I would be doing that?
Because then you don't have to shake up the yeast to kill them.
Exactly. Have you ever had a coffee where you asked for 2 sugars and they didn't mix it up properly? So it was only sweet in the last gulp? What am I making sure of here? That it's spread out. So when I add the yeast, they're eating stuff straight away. Okay? So I've mixed in the sugar. So this is the other step that's gonna be difficult for you. Okay? You are working with glassware, so you need to work slowly and carefully. I don't want you to stab yourselves with shards of glass. So the last step, before I start the reaction, I need to get this tubing into the bottom of the measuring cylinder, and then this side free, so I can put it onto the into the conical flask. So you're just going to use your hands and your coordination. Hopefully I don't stuff it up so you can laugh at me. I'm struggling a bit here. If you spill water, that's fine, because it's just water. And this water's not actually doing anything for the reaction. All it's doing is capturing gas. If I hear, oh, that means that the measuring cylinder is empty. Has it emptied? You can't see because my hand's in the way. So I've gotten, I believe, I've gotten the tube into the measuring cylinder, and it's free to be put onto my conical flask. Okay? You don't see it from the video, but it's in the measuring cylinder. Okay? So now that's set up to capture gas. So all I need to do is add yeast. So 1 spoon, I'm going to start off with 1 spoon of yeast funneled in. And what does it say in the step to do after I put the yeast in? Does it say to work slowly? Or does it say to work quickly? It says to work quickly. Why do you think you need to work quickly, yes?
Without too much gas.
You don't want to lose gas, okay? So I'm going to try my best to work quickly. And I'm also I need to do the stopwatch as well, so you can see you're going to be advantaged being in a group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lid on. And then start. And that's the basic practice. Okay? You're going to wait until it produces gas. When I tried it this morning, it started producing gas already. When I tried it this morning, it took forever for the little yeasty boys to produce gas. Okay? So that is the model practical. When it starts producing gas, I'll probably start recording a video again so you don't say, oh, Mr. T, the practical doesn't work. It takes a while. Okay? So here we are back again. It's finally bubbling. That is carbon dioxide. Now you tell me, could I have checked what milliliters the measuring cylinder was before? Yes. Once it's finished reacting, or when it reaches 10 minutes, so we're at 5 right now, could I look at how many milliliters it is after? How is that going to tell you how much gas was produced?
It's because you've already got base gas in there when you put it in.
There's base gas. I like your thinking. There's base gas in there, but what's the only gas that's being added to this? The reaction one. So let's pretend that it started off at 5 and ended up at 10. How much gas was added to it? 5 milliliters. Okay? So your table of results should reflect that. I wouldn't say that you want your table to say gas produced and then just go, oh, can you remember what it started at? I think it was 14. And then half an hour later, what did it start at? Alright? Instead of working out the gas produced, you could go start gas, end gas. You might start off at 5 mils. You might finish at, not 3, it's not going to go the other way. 8 milliliters. How much gas was produced? 3. That's a much better way to present your results. Other questions, yes?
Wouldn't the weight of